May I come in, sir?
Please take your seat.
Thank you so much.
May I like to introduce yourself to all of us?
Sir, my name is Waqar Ahmed. I hail from Shahpur, Sargodha. I'm elder of two siblings. My father retired as a teacher and is an agriculturist now. I did my early education from Shahpur, Sargodha, and afterwards I completed my law degree, 5 years law degree from International Islamic University, Islamabad. In my work experience, I served as sub-inspector for 4 years at Punjab Police. Afterwards, I switched to Election Commission as assistant director, and here I have been serving as in various administrative capacities like monitoring officer or conducting various trainings. And my last assignment here was monitoring of local government election Karachi. And I like farming and book reading.
You did law.
Sir.
And you are in serving in the Election Commission of Pakistan.
Yes, sir.
What are the plans for election in Pakistan?
Sir, Election Commission has announced its intent to conduct elections in this coming January 2024.
Sure.
Yes, sir. So preparations are on full swing, and inshallah elections will be held in January, at the end of January.
I believe you.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
How do you see the future of democracy in Pakistan?
Sir, I think future of democracy is bright in Pakistan, as we have come to a pass where we have come to this conclusion among our all stakeholders that we have no other option than democracy. So I think it's bright, sir. We have bright future of democracy.
But you are not having election for the last, because they say they are... Now, this is a controversy. You tell me, the election was to be held in 90 days.
Yes.
So far, you have not held after the dissolution of the assembly.
Yes, sir. Sir, you are very right. Elections should be held as per the Article 224 of the Constitution within 60 days if the assembly completes its term, or if it is dissolved before its term, then it should be held in within 90 days. So this was an aberration this time, and this shouldn't have been done like this.
But you mean this is abrogation of the Constitution?
Sir, you may say this is abrogation. But there is another article, Article 254, that says that any action or any sort of thing which should have been done in a time period and it doesn't happen in that, then it doesn't render it invalid. Article 254.
If it is not held within 90 days,
sir,
then
it must be held as early as possible. And we have this example of this elections going beyond 90 days as well. And that was when the Bibi Benazir Bhutto was assassinated in 2007. So elections were a bit delayed.
They were delayed for how long?
For some 20 or 27 days, I think, sir, I believe.
Do you think that someday,
sir,
because of this delay,
sir,
people will be held accountable?
This is not for me to say that people should be held.
I'm just asking your opinion. You are working in the Election Commission. You are a lawman.
Sir, this must be probed or reasons must be sought that why elections were delayed. But there is another aspect to it, sir. That is of this publication of census. So, but you
are not going to hold this election on the basis of the new census.
Sir, we are going to hold this election on the new census, sir.
New of 2017.
No, sir, 2023, sir, digital census.
Now this is a 2023 election.
Yes.
That will be the basis for the election.
This will be the basis of this election, and the recent delimitation process of which is in the process is on the basis of this last census of 2023.
Which have been completed by the end of the September?
Yes, sir. They will be completed by the 14th of November 2023, sir.
So currently you are working at which seat?
Sir, I am working as Assistant Director and my posting is at Regional Election Commissioner Office, Sargodha.
Okay, Sargodha.
Sir.
How many districts are in Pakistan total?
Sir, there are 156 districts in Pakistan, I think.
156. Inclusive of AJK and GB?
Not, sir. Not inclusive of AJK and GB.
20 तो निकाल दो वो तो फिर तुम्हारे 156 तो नहीं बनते 160 टोटल है 140 बनेगा.
Sir, I stand corrected.
Now you tell me that local government is a constitutional obligation.
Yes.
But there are no local government in the country.
Yes, sir. It is constitutional obligation under Principle of Policy Article 32 and Article 140A, which is the mandatory for provincial
Government to
governments
hold
to
election,
hold
not
and
the
conduct
local government
elections.
and transfer the power.
Yes, yes.
ठीक है?
Yes, sir.
But you don't have the local government system in Punjab.
So only Punjab is left without local government system. Other three provinces have in place local government system, and Election Commission has tried to conduct elections of local government in Punjab, but owing to certain reasons, it has delayed so far.
You tell me, what are the salient features of 1973 Constitution?
So, salient features of 1973 Constitution include that we have this parliamentary democratic system where Prime Minister is going to be the head of the government, and we would have bicameral system of legislature, and we are going to have this federating system where there is a center and the other federal units of the center. And other than this, that we have one chapter on the rights, that is from Article 8 to Article 32, and certain principles, policy guidelines, and along with it, we have a separate independent judiciary under this constitution, which is starting from the Article 775, I think, sir. So these are some salient features which I can recall for now, sir.
Thank you. Yes.
How do you view police station
Sir.
from the public point of view?
Sir, as I have served at a police station myself, and I have experience of working there for 4 years, and I think public have a mixed kind of opinion, or they view. Some people who view as a resort for their redressal of their issues, which if they will go there and their issues will be sorted out, but other have some misconceptions or some not so good opinions about the police station as well.
What are those?
So they are that police doesn't work as per their aspirations, or police working is not so ideal. So, or another unfortunate thing is this use of torture, which sometimes happen at the police station level. So this is why they sort of see it like this as well.
For 4 years, you worked in the police station.
Yes, sir.
As
Sub-inspector.
As an IO or a additional SHO or SHO?
Sir, I had a short stint of station house officer as well. And other than this, I worked as additional SHO, and I had this opportunity to work as IO as well, investigation officer as well.
Which case you investigated? Can you tell us about
sir,
some important case which you investigated?
Sir, there was this case of 279G of murder by an accident, and this was a case which I investigated, and I submitted challan on my behalf. And other than this, I investigated a case of 9B of the CNSA, this anti-narcotics law of Punjab. And there was another case of 13-20, what we colloquially call in police language. That is about the possession of illegal possession of arms.
How will you differentiate between rule of law and rule by law?
Sir, I would say that rule of law means that law is to be held supreme, and everything or every action by the state functionaries is to be done as per the directions of law. However, when you say rule by law, it means that you create certain aberration or the loopholes in the law, and you use for your personal rule, or you extend or you do your personal whims using the law, as far as I can understand, sir.
What do you know about the 7th NFC award and why it has become controversial?
Sir, 7th NFC award was awarded in year 2010, and it was on the basis of this 18th Amendment package, which was also passed there and then. and it reversed the share of the federation and the federal units of Pakistan, and it make 42.5% share of the state or the central, and the 57.5 of the provinces, and it reversed this division criteria among the provinces and the center as well, which was inverse population was also there, and poverty and backwardness were also included in this 7th NFC award.
But why it has become controversial? What is that burning point?
So it became controversial because of the fact that it sort of created a fiscal imbalance, if you say, among the federating units and the center. So federal or the government or the center was left with just 42.5% of the share from the divisible pool. So center had this fiscal space of minimization in the fiscal space to fulfill its expenditures like debt servicing and defense as well.
How do you view the surge of terrorism in our country in the last 2-3 years?
There is a resurge of terrorism in Pakistan, and we have been facing this, and this is an unfortunate situation that we have been unable to consolidate the successes and our successful operations against terrorists, which we have conducted from 2008 and mainly from 2014 till now. And this has been, there are many factors behind this research, and one of those is this new government in Afghanistan, and other is of this policy of the state to allow them or to give them space in the name of negotiations, I would say. And this has led to their regrouping in the tribal areas of Pakistan, and this is how they have come again, and they are targeting again the citizens and the cities of Pakistan.
And lastly,
Sir.
Who was Max Weber and what is he known for?
So Max Weber is a German philosopher, and he is famously known for his theory of bureaucracy, that how steel frame of bureaucracy must be made and how it works. And he gave this theory of bureaucracy, which the salient features of this bureaucracy include this unity of command and this specialization and certain rules for this. These are certain features of that theory.
Welcome to CSPs Academy for CSS PMS preparation. CSS PMS तहरीरी इम्तिहान के तमाम मज़ामीन की ऑनलाइन और ऑन कैंपस तैयारी के साथ साथ सब्जेक्ट सिलेक्शन, असाइनमेंट चेकिंग, क्लास टेस्ट, मॉक एग्जाम, इंडिविजुअल टीचर डिस्कशन और फीडबैक सेशन का इनकाद किया जाएगा। इसके अलावा FPSC की तजवीज़ करदा बुक्स से बने मयारी नोट्स और CSP पब्लिशर की बेहतरीन बुक्स मुहैया की जाएंगी।
Waqar Ahmed, one of your favorite personalities is Jasindra Arden.
Yes, ma'am.
Why do you think she resigned?
She resigned? Ma'am, this is an interesting thing for a national leader in our era to do so. And she resigned stating that she hasn't in her tank to fulfill the responsibility of her office. That's why she left. So I see it that this was a sort of a good thing which she did, that she no more thought that she is able to work like this in her office, so that's why she left.
Do you think that was the only reason, or was she thinking of the party interest?
So, madam, this is another allegation by her critics that she was going to lose the upcoming elections. And her handling of the previous COVID crisis was not at subpar level. However, it was praised highly by the international community and international media. So she thought that being one of the major leaders since 1996, as per the proportional representation system was introduced in the New Zealand, so she wasn't ready for a defeat. So that's why she left gracefully.
Good. You've read Why Nations Fail.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you agree with him?
To a certain extent, madam. I mainly agree with the assertions or the thesis of the authors.
Do you think they cover all points, or there's something more that you would have added?
Ma'am, I think they haven't covered the situation of this colonialism which the global South has faced by the hands of the global North. So I think this is one major area which they have missed in this book, and there is no what we call as a colonial hangover we have like in Pakistan or the other colonized states. So they haven't addressed this issue as they should have done, I think, in this book.
Thank you so much. Dr.
Thank
Sam?
you.
Thank you, ma'am. Which is your favorite history? What part of history is your favorite?
I would say, sir, I'll have a kind of good knowledge of US history.
US history. Okay, let's ask regarding US history.
Sure.
What do you think people of America, they
Sure.
did revolt in 1776, or that was a revolution?
Sir, I think there is a thin line difference between revolt and a revolution. If the revolt is succeeded and they are unable to change the status quo, then it is termed as a revolution. And if they fail, it is called revolt. So I think they had first as a revolt, which they succeeded, and they had this revolution in the shape of creating a new state for them.
Was there any relation between Magna Carta and the 1776 incident?
Yes, sir. You say that there was this linkage between the Magna Carta, because Magna Carta set a liberal thought process which carried on by John Locke and other philosophers and of other thinkers of the West, which led to this culmination in the shape of American Revolution.
Okay, how Rousseau's political philosophy got place in American Constitution?
Rousseau's political philosophy, sir. Sorry, I haven't read the political science. My subject was...
No, because you're talking about American Constitution.
Sir.
American Constitution,
Sir.
he played a very important... Okay, then tell. John Locke was an English philosopher,
Sir.
but most of his political philosophy
Sir.
seen in American Constitution.
Sir.
Please comment.
Sir, I can state certain major features of the American Constitution, and those are that the bicameral system, or this a beautiful balance between the center and the...
Okay, I know that. How John Locke's political philosophy contributed toward the making of US Constitution?
Sorry, sir, I won't be able to...
Okay, what is
connect the
dominion?
dots. Sir,
What is a dominion state?
Dominion states... Sorry, sir, I don't know. Dominion state.
Okay, what is republic?
Republic, sir, is a state which is run by an elected government, and where the elected government people elect their representatives, and the representatives ruled over them, like America or the other countries.
Is there a
Democracies.
difference between republic and democracy?
So I think there is a subtle difference between two concepts, but I'm unable to recall the...
Okay,
exact
in
details.
1946, elections happened in subcontinent, United India.
Sir.
What was the voters' qualification at that time?
Sorry, I don't think so. But there was just this qualification of being landholder, I think.
You think?
Sir, I think I'll make a hunch that this was a landholder's. This criteria was of landholding, I think.
Okay, tell, because you read bird history, what was the major difference between Indus Valley civilization and Gandhara civilization?
So, Gandhara civilization predates the Indus civilization, and it there were certain difference in their beliefs or their norms. Like in Indus civilization was well established, or it was well matured as compared to the Gandhara civilization. It had its own religious tenets, or the well-planned city system, which wasn't there in Gandhara. Similarly, they had this government system which was mature and which was...
What was the
good.
political center in Gandhara civilization?
Sir, I believe it was Takshila, as we call it Taxila now.
Okay, my last question. What major change happened after the War of Buxar?
War of Buxar, sir, it changed the equation between the Indians and the Britishers.
When it happened?
It happened in 1757, I think, sir.
Thank you.
Sorry, sir.
Let's conclude it.
Sir,
Let's have an informal discussion. This is your training session.
sir,
ठीक है? You were going for the PMS
Sir.
interview. तुम्हारा जो है ना सारा मैटर करेगा तुम्हारा इंट्रोडक्शन. अगर तुमने अपने आप को प्रेजेंट कर लिया सही तरीके से
sir.
तो देन आई थिंक यू विल मेक इट. ठीक है? अभी जो तुम्हारा जो है ना इंट्रोडक्शन को तुम जाओ रिकास्ट करो. मेक इट 1 पेजर.
ठीक है.
ठीक है ना? इसको इस तरह तुमने नरेट करना है. मैं मेंबर रहा हूँ.
ठीक है.
मतलब मैं तुम्हें एक नरेशन की ये है कि इट शुड बिकम ए स्टोरी ऑफ स्ट्रगल.
ठीक है.
टेल देम
Sir.
that who I am
Sir.
and I started for pursuing my career.
ठीक है.
I went through the police, through the Public Service Commission.
Yes, sir.
I came to this commission and I'm selected for the police.
Sir.
And I have done 4 years, but again I kept on struggling for a better position.
Sir.
I went for the competitive exam for the election commission.
Sir.
वो भी तो किसने किया था?
वो भी उन्होंने खुद किया था, लेकिन वो भी competitive था बड़ा.
चले देखो I went for the वहाँ I was selected. I am the election.
Recently, sir, I was sorry to cut you off, sir. Recently, I was recommended as assistant director NAB as well. by
ठीक.
the Federal Service.
यही आपकी
Sir.
जो है ना. This should be the story of struggle.
ठीक है.
कि जी मैंने ये मेरी स्ट्रगल है, मैं कांस्टेंट आप भी मेरी है, मैं यहाँ आया बैठा हूँ. ठीक है ना?
ठीक है.
ठीक है. CSS क्वालिफाई किया?
CSS क्वालिफाई किया.
वो अभी किया है?
अभी किया हुआ.
अभी वो भी मैंने किया.
वो भी आपके सामने अभी होना है उसके लिए, लेकिन
हाँ.
I-
लेकिन मैं ये तुम्हें कह रहा हूँ ना, तुम अपना जो है ना ये इंट्रोडक्शन को रिकास्ट करो.
जी ठीक है सर.
रिकास्ट करो. मेक ए स्टोरी ऑफ अकम्पलिशमेंट एंड
ठीक है.
स्ट्रगल ऑन यूर.
ठीक है.
ठीक है. एक तो ये करो 1 पेजर 1 मिनट में तुमने डिलीवर करना है
जी ठीक.
कि हु आई एम, व्हाट आई एम डूइंग, और मेरी अभी थर्स्ट
ठीक
जारी है, स्ट्रगल जारी
ठीक
है. ठीक है.
ठीक.
न्यूज़पेपर तुम डेफिनेटली देख रहे हो.
सर.
कब है इसका इंटरव्यू?
वो सर ये होगा प्रोबेबली बाय द एंड ऑफ मिड ऑफ नवंबर.
चले मैं जो भी दिन है
जी जी
तो पिछले कम से कम 1 महीने 1.5 महीने के
सर.
न्यूज़पेपर, उस पर नेशनल न्यूज़, इंटरनेशनल, सोशल,
ठीक है.
ये थोड़ा सा उनके अपडेट होना चाहिए.
जी ठीक है.
इलेक्शन एक्ट, कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन, पुलिस ऑर्डर, एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव स्ट्रक्चर प्रोविंस का, डिस्ट्रिक्ट का,
ठीक.
ये तुम्हारी क्लैरिटी होनी चाहिए. यू आर गोइंग फॉर द PMS.
जी ठीक.
ठीक है. नोटबुक बनाइए कोई इंटरव्यू पे.
सर नोटबुक मैंने
एक ये नोटबुक होती है इस तरह,
ठीक है.
और जिस तरह पावर पॉइंट प्रेजेंटेशन होती है ना,
सर.
यहाँ हेडिंग है, यहाँ 1 2 3 4 5 एनर्जी, इलेक्शन, लोकल गवर्नमेंट, कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन, वो पॉइंट बना लो 1 2 3 4.
ठीक है.
खत्म. इनको रिव्यू करते रहो. जब तुम्हारा इंटरव्यू हो तो कम से कम तुम 3 4 5 पॉइंट फेंक सको.
ठीक है.
बस ये नोटबुक जो है ना, कम से कम तुम्हारे पास 100 टॉपिक के 100 टॉपिक पर तुम्हारे पास रेडी हो, और इसको रोज रिव्यू करो.
बिल्कुल ठीक.
You this interview is different.
Sir.
ये जो इसकी मेथोडोलॉजी है ना, ये डिफरेंट है.
ठीक है.
ये है इंस्टेंट, एक्सटेम्पोर
जी.
चल रहा है.
बिल्कुल
रिटर्न सोच के लिखते हैं.
बिल्कुल ऐसे.
यहाँ आपने फौरन ही जवाब देना है.
ऐसे.
तो ये एक्सरसाइज डेली बेसिस करोगे, तुम्हारी प्रैक्टिस हो जाएगी.
ठीक.
ठीक है. देन यू विल बी एबल टू रिस्पॉन्ड कि इलेक्शन पे क्या है.
बिल्कुल ठीक.
ठीक है ना. तो माई पॉइंट इज कि यू नीड टू वर्क हार्ड. ठीक है ना, बट यू नीड टू वर्क हार्ड.
जी ठीक.
Waqar Ahmed, you have a very good personality.
थैंक यू.
You're nicely dressed.
थैंक यू.
Otherwise, it's a good personality. जवाब भी आपके अच्छे हैं. You're solid. बस थोड़ा अपने आप को अपडेट कर लो.
ठीक.
Otherwise, I think you're a very good candidate.
थैंक यू.
I wish you all the best.
थैंक यू. थैंक यू.
Dr. Saif.
जी वकार, आपने वर्ड हिस्ट्री का जब क्या है कि मेरे लिए बिल्कुल फ्लैक्स ओपन कर दिए.
सब्जेक्ट ही कैसे है सर?
वो बिल्कुल बहुत बड़ा सब्जेक्ट है. मैं जानबूझ के आपको थोड़ी से मुश्किल चीज़ें आपसे पूछी ताकि आप एटलीस्ट आपको पता चले कि मैंने PMS के इंटरव्यू के लिए भी प्रिपेयर होना है. ठीक है. आप इलेक्शन कमीशन से काम कर रहे हैं तो फिर क्वालिफिकेशन जो है ना 37 के इलेक्शन की, 51 के इलेक्शन की, इन चीज़ों को देखिएगा.
बिल्कुल ठीक.
क्योंकि आपको उन्होंने फिर इनसे रिलेटेड क्वेश्चन करेंगे. रिपब्लिक क्या है, डोमिनियन क्या है. आपने अमेरिकन हिस्ट्री की बात की तो फिर या तो बात ही ना करते, तो फिर उसके लिए भी आपने खुद ही जो है ना मौका दे दिया. तो जितना कम डिस्कस करेंगे इंटरव्यू में उतने कम क्वेश्चन होंगे आपसे.
जी ठीक.
अपना एक एरिया बताएं जो आपको बहुत वेल प्रिपेयर्ड है.
जी ठीक।
ठीक है, और आपका जो आंसर था जो है इंडस वैली और गंधारा से रिलेटेड, वो दैट वाज नॉट कॉम्प्रिहेंसिव आंसर। ठीक है, थोड़ा सा चीज़ों को देख लीजिएगा। वॉर ऑफ बक्सर के बाद ना एक बहुत बड़ी चेंज आई थी एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव, और ब्रिटिश ईस्ट इंडिया कंपनी जो है फॉर द फर्स्ट टाइम जो है वो रेवेन्यू जो मैटर्स उनमें डायरेक्ट इन्वॉल्वमेंट हुई थी उनकी। ठीक है, फॉर द फर्स्ट टाइम, दैट वाज अ वेरी बिग चेंज। ठीक है, इन चीज़ों को देखिएगा, इंडियन हिस्ट्री को फोकस कीजिएगा और रेवेन्यू और एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन के हवाले से देखिएगा। बाकी तो आना जाना लगा रहा ना डिफरेंट डायनेस्टीज का। जो इम्पोर्टेंट चीज़ है एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव रिफॉर्म्स और जो चेंज आई डेस्पोटिज्म से कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन जो कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनलिज्म की तरफ है, इनको थोड़ा सा देखिए। ठीक है,
चलो यार, बेस्ट ऑफ लक। एनी क्वेश्चन यू हैव?
थैंक यू सो मच।